Hi, I'm John Calarco, Holistic Health and Performance Coach, and today I'm going to teach you how to improve your breathing and mobility with the 90-90 breathing exercise. If you're someone that deals with any type of mental or emotional challenges, then learning how to breathe properly and practicing breathing exercise on a regular basis is one of the most effective things that you can do to counterbalance those issues. And if you have any type of physical challenges like poor posture or even pain, if you have any types of excessively rounded chest position or a forward head posture or just a lack of shoulder mobility or again, pain in any of those areas or any places in the body, breathing is again one of the most effective ways and probably the first place we should start to addressing those issues. All right, breathing is going to take us out of that sympathetic stress side of the nervous system and it's going to put us into that parasympathetic rest and digest side of the nervous system, which is going to allow us to, again, counteract any mental, emotional issues like anxiety or just excessive stress levels. And then again, from a movement standpoint, if we want to improve our posture, it's one of the best ways for us to improve our core function, which is going to improve the position of our spine. And it's also, again, going to put us in that state where we can achieve deeper ranges of motion because we're in that rest and digest, relaxed state of the nervous system. If we're stressed and tight and tense, we're not going to be able to really open up our range of motions as we look to improve our mobility here. So I'm going to take you through the practice of this exercise. To do 90-90 breathing, we're going to come onto the ground. All right, we're going to take a seat with our hips pretty close to the wall to start, and we're going to kind of swing around here just like this so that when we get set, we have our knees and our hips at about a 90-degree angle. That's why we call it 90-90 breathing. All right, so once we're set there in the lower body, we're going to take one hand onto the chest, and then we're going to take one hand onto the lower rib cage. Now that's really important because we're going to initiate this exercise by inhaling through the nose and focusing on feeling a contraction through the diaphragm muscle, which is right here, right about under that lower rib cage, okay? And that's going to cause the rib cage to expand, ideally 360 degrees, so up, out to the side, and even back towards the floor. All right, so that's our first focus point here as we get started for this exercise. So positioning our hands there, again, that inhale, we're going to focus on expansion of that lower rib cage. Then for the last portion, maybe the last 25% of the breath, we're going to allow that chest to rise up and extend as well. Now, we don't want to dominate with the chest or the neck muscles because again, it goes back to what I mentioned earlier. That's going to create those poor posture positions where we become overactive and over dominant through those accessory breathing muscles, the secondary breathing muscles of our body there, which again is up in the chest and the neck, which you don't want to dominate our breath through. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take one hand onto that chest, one hand onto that lower rib cage. We're going to initiate with an inhale for about 3 to 5 seconds, okay, again. And then we're going to hold that top position for about 1 to 2 seconds. Just get a nice hold, feel that strong contraction through the diaphragm muscle. And then we're going to exhale for double the time, ideally, of our inhale. Okay, so we're going to exhale through the nose again. All right, so if you inhale for 3 seconds, exhale for 6, and then again, hold that bottom position of the breath for 1 to 2 seconds to get that full activation through our abdominals as well, which you're going to feel. Okay, so let me take you through 2 repetitions here. Inhale through the nose to initiate. All right, so that's the 90-90 breathing exercise. Now, again, we should feel that exercise through the diaphragm. Really, any breathing exercise, we want to dominate through the diaphragm muscles, that lower rib cage area. And again, you'll feel the chest muscles and maybe even the neck muscles a little bit if you really try to fully inhale and finish that breath. That's okay as long as it's not dominating the movement. All right, so that's what you should feel. Now, common mistakes to avoid here are, again, overly dominating through the chest. Don't try to muscle the breath. Be nice and smooth and fluid. You shouldn't feel other muscles getting really tense and tight, like your arms and your legs. If we're doing that, then we're just trying too hard on the breath. Again, focus your attention on that low rib cage and on that diaphragm. Take that mind to muscle connection and let's focus on breathing in through there. All right, so when should you practice this one? It's never a bad time to practice breathing. We all could use it more in our lives. But a couple of ideal times to practice this exercise would be before your workout. Probably be my number one recommendation for you, especially if you're doing mobility, flexibility exercises and stretches after the breathing exercise, because again, it's going to allow you to achieve deeper range of motions in your mobility drills because we're in that parasympathetic state, okay? And we're letting the brain know that it's okay to move into those positions because we're breathing and we're calm. All right, so that's going to be a great way to, again, get more out of your mobility, get yourself ready for training. And then after your workout is another great time. You know, you're stressed out from your workout, if it was intense especially, or any type of workout. It's going to be a great way to just bring the body back down to homeostasis, bring it back down to a balanced state where you're in that parasympathetic side of the nervous system again, and take yourself out of that fight or flight stress state. Then other two great times I'll add here for you are in the morning when you wake up. It's a great way to actually get some mindfulness, some meditation. I mean, this can be a meditation for you. Going through 5 to 10 reps is my recommendation for doing this. Just one set of 5 to 10 reps. Again, you can do that in the morning as a form of mindfulness, as a way to kind of get you going, get some oxygen going to the brain, make you feel more alert and awake. And then at night is another great time to help you unwind, again, decrease that stress response, help you achieve more deep sleep there as well as you do that deep breathing. So again, I mentioned already sets and reps. We're going to look to do about 5 to 10 reps. One set is probably sufficient for you. If you want to do 2 sets, again, you can't really do too much of this practice. Figure out how you can implement it and execute it in your life, ideally on a daily basis. So I hope that helped. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. I got more content coming your way. Hit that notification bell. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to share with you some mobility drills that you can stack right on top of this breathing exercise to further improve your mobility and flexibility in your back and just your full body in general, because again, breathing is really the foundation to our mobility for any area of the body. It does have some specific benefits more for the upper body, but again, it's going to help us just in a general standpoint. So again, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, unleash your power, achieve your potential.